Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising sign. And this is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. And if you're not a Gemini and this popped up on your feed, this is absolutely your message because it is first and foremost an energy reading. And so it would only come to you if you called it to you. So there's something here that you need to hear. It always shows up at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. And before you say anything, guys, I know my introduction is gone. I updated my Android. There was this huge install update, and the editing app that originally came with the phone is gone. It just disappeared. And that's the simple thing that I used to use to create my introduction. So now I have to figure out another way. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments because I'm happy to have them. Because I want my introduction back. Anyway, this is where your message begins. We got dealing with a fire sign. That's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Or this is remember, because this is an energy reading. So it's either a fire sign or it's a representation of your confidence and your focus and your singular conviction and mastery of a specific area of your life, a talent, a skill. I mean, this is knowing really who you are, having confidence, and creating your space, like master creator, master creativity. And then we have the World card, which is that life is beginning anew for you because you've finished a cycle and that you've almost come into a point in your life where you know and are conscious of the power that you have to create things and to be what you make yourself to be. Of course, this is also the completion of a cycle. If we put those, like if you see them together, it's 10, right? So this is like the completion of a cycle with regards to knowing yourself or with regards to this fire sign. So if you are specifically dealing with a fire sign, masculine, it doesn't have to be a male, but a fire sign masculine. So once again, this is somebody with a singular focus, an extraordinary talent or skill. They are known, they are certain, they are sure of themselves, and they have a mastery and a reputation because of that mastery. It's not just presentation or demonstration, it's because they're really good at something. This would be them. This would be somebody that you're dealing with. And this is like a whole new cycle, a whole new beginning, a whole new start. One chapter is closed and the next chapter is about to begin. So let's see what that is. This is stability. This is financial stability or certainty or... So this is an energy of somebody that was clinging on to you and using you or needed you for more than just you. This is an energy of like holding on to something, but in the back end, like taking or undermining somebody. So now, okay, this could be that what was undermining you was clinging to specific ideals, specific ways in life, a specific way of doing things, fear almost, fear of letting go, fear of changing or not moving, this sense of some sort of instability that was being created, especially financially. Now, these cards suggest that that time in your life is over, but I did ask what time in your life, like what's significant, what's the change? And then these two cards came out. So there's definitely a change in what you feel about yourself, what you feel about your certainty and security. Maybe there's even a change in you letting people take advantage of you, right? While trying to hold things up, keep things up, make things okay, keep things status quo. Meanwhile, people are undermining you behind the surface, right? So let's just get clarity on these two cards. we have the Three of Cups, so that's celebration, and oh yes, money has come in. So the clarity is that you have stabilized and you've gotten much stronger with all the things that were undermining you, especially financially, but in terms of your abundance and in terms of your stability. So there is stabilization here. So the clarification for these two cards is the celebration card, the being surrounded by people who appreciate you and feed your abundance, and abundance itself. Strength is knowing yourself, and the Chariot is moving forward. So it's really interesting that all of those cards came out to clarify these two cards, because it's almost like there's just this energy of taking underneath this. I don't know. This is suspect to me, in that it's like somebody on one hand is saying that things are like they're being undermined, or that they're being stolen from, but on the other end there's this energy of a lot of prosperity and a lot of advancement and a lot of growth and a lot of wealth. So that could be a good change of events, or it's a confirmation that somebody that was taking advantage of you, sneaking behind your back, doing shit when you were looking the other way, is really moving forward on it. It's almost like taking advantage of a situation while somebody is too stubborn to change. But in taking advantage of the situation, you're moving forward and you're getting ahead. I don't know what this is. Let's continue. Okay, so what is Gemini's role here? Okay, so you're basically handling the situation of anybody who's taking advantage of somebody else, like getting away with, doing all these things. Meanwhile, they're really just kind of a thief. Okay, so why would it come out the Ten of Wands? This has to do with work and working really hard and sticking to it. Somebody's work, somebody's actual. Oh, I understand. It's like you are getting credit that you finally deserve because you have mastered or put a lot of work or energy, effort, and a lot of sweat and tears into a specific area of your life. And this is doing it not only because you love it, you love something, but it's also you're very good at it. And that has to do with the mastery and the craftsmanship and the skill. And then it's you aspire to do the good work. And you aspire to return integrity to a situation. You aspire to return a sense of mastery and craftsmanship, or a sense of quality to a situation that right now or had been getting taken advantage of, but it's not. It is, but you're working. What you're doing is working. So it's almost like keep doing that. This is doing what you love. Maybe this was essentially being stuck in a job that you didn't like, being stuck in a situation that you didn't like, and it was, drawing from you or draining your energy, but it was something that you had to do. So it's almost like God is about to say, Gemini, you're not going to need your part-time job anymore. Gemini, you're not going to need the day job anymore. What's happening now is there's a breakthrough that is going to enable you to just do what you want to do what you've been focusing on full time. That you're going to be able to go do that full time, whether it's a new job, it's a new career, something that you've been working on. It is translating into you're good. You're able to now do that instead of having to do both things and having to get drained. So this is a level up, and this is a breakthrough in that way. Okay, that took a while for me to understand. That's kind of complicated though. Like, you guys are working on some interesting stuff. And then we have no place like home. So that's either the place that this is happening, or you're working on your house, like maybe something was undermining that, or there's a sense of feeling comfortable and feeling good about yourself and starting to settle in now, as opposed to feeling like you're going to constantly be drained. No, that's not going to happen. This is a sense of stability and stabilization. Maybe even in some ways finding where you belong and getting your stride, right? And like, yeah, this is nice. It's not boring, it's stabilizing, and it's cozy, it's comfortable. Okay, so let's get a moon card. We got to get a moon card. Why? Because we have a Scorpio full moon that's coming up on Monday the 12th, and that's going to be really interesting energy. It's really going to be the culmination of release and getting all the, like, taking the trash out and almost like restabilizing after getting out toxins. So okay, we have adjustments are required. The moon card is almost like, maybe it's what I heard is emotionally you almost, I just saw 1111. That's so cool. It's like emotionally you have to get used to things working out for you, right? Emotionally you have to start restabilizing and feeling comfortable. I'm not saying complacent, right? I'm not saying never change anything, but like allowing yourself to feel this joy, allowing yourself to feel happy, allowing yourself to feel like things are going to be okay. But what God is saying here is that's going to take time, and you will make the adjustments. Like those adjustments, those emotional adjustments will come in time as you like settle in to, I don't know if this is a new job, I don't know if this is a new relationship, whatever this is, it is stabilizing, it is working out well. You're not going to have to constantly do the things that you were doing to support everything else. Yeah. But let me say this. You've definitely seen what you're capable of, and that will never change. And that's where the strength card comes in, and that's where the abundance, that's where the Empress comes in. You understand now everything that you're capable of, but you don't have to stop your breakneck pace if you don't want to. But what will happen is if you work extra now, you'll feel the extra. It won't just be to keep up. It will be to get ahead. And that's the wonderful thing. That's the wonderful breakthrough. You don't want to keep your day, you want to keep your day job, keep your day job. But that day job then will go toward savings, or it will go toward, building a business, or, startup money, or it will go toward different things that you want. It will be extra. It won't be something that you have to do just to grind. There's definitely a sense, it's not indulgence so much as it is like coming across the hard part, the pinnacle of the mountain, and now everything is, I was going to say downhill, but not in a bad way. It's going to get easier from here on in, is what is the picture that's being painted for me, so I can describe it to you. Who does this involve? Well, I said, who does this involve? But this is mastery. This is victory. This is clarity. This is breaking through. So this is that significant change of knowing your value, knowing your worth, and really taking leadership here, taking ownership of you charging forward and you making decisions that are good and healthy for you. This is the energy of a huge breakthrough after a lot of hardship. It's like finding your purpose and finding your determination. So this is also a huge win for you. Let's see how that comes in. How does this huge win come in? I think it's coming in this way, but if it's a specific moment in your life, Gemini, what is this? We have the King of Wands again. Guys, this is something to do with that Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. it's definitely moving forward or figuring something out, maybe figuring how to produce something that you have created, like figuring out like the factory specs and everything almost starting to happen that way. It's like something that you were building is finally hot off the press. You're finally willing to debut it or demonstrate it or show it. It's got to do with maybe moving. Somebody is moving closer to home, maybe somebody's moving back home. This could once again have to do with, especially if this is a person, could also mean that you're ready to move in, you're ready to move into your new home or house, that it's finally been built. Lots of stress or struggle beforehand of moving into different places or having to rent out a space while you're paying for the new home. That kind of energy is like, well, that's over with now. You don't have, it's like I just heard, spare the extra expense. You don't have the extra expense anymore. Right? You've figured everything out. You're moving on from the difficult stage and you're going into the stage of, oh, I found where I belong. I know where I belong. This is that King of Wands energy of certainty of the self and stabilization. Maybe somebody is, I don't know, I don't think it's marriage. It could be. Maybe finally figured out somebody wants to be with you. Somebody's certain of their path now. This, of course, could be a fire sign, because fire signs, that's why I keep getting Leo, because especially Leo are usually attracted to Gemini. But it I don't know. I don't love to say it's a specific zodiac sign, because these are energy readings, and because these are energy readings, I pick up on the collective. So it doesn't have to be just if somebody's sun sign is a fire sign. It's we know so little of their energy if we just go by their sun sign. So all I know is this is prominent fire energy. So this is confidence. If this is involving love, it could be that they have a fire Venus. So it's that energy. It's got, there's somebody with a lot of good looks, good looking. If they're a person, the King of Wands represents somebody who's very good looking, very sure of themselves, very known, usually very tall, with broad shoulders and long legs. Somebody with a real strong physical presence, but there's an elegance about their presence. um Oh, let's get deeper into it. I will go over to the extended now, and I'm inviting you to come with me. I'll see you there.